Good morning, everybody. I'm just going to jump right into the topic of discussion. There's a lot going on in the world right now today with this coronavirus pandemic. And right now I'm speaking specifically to the victims of domestic violence, victims of child abuse, sexual abuse, narcissistic abuse. Those of us that are thriving, and as a matter of fact, we've been surviving. We've been living in a state of post-traumatic stress disorder and paranoia. And now the world is seeing things from our side of the fence. Now the world is now paranoid and scared and, feeling cornered. This is an everyday thing for us victims of domestic violence and child abuse and narcissistic abuse. This is our reality. I want to talk about in this video hoovering during the coronavirus quarantine. Those of you, again, hoovering is the act of an abuser trying to suck his past victim back into the cycle of abuse. Okay, so you have an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend and they're already in a new relationship, or it could be a mother or father figure that abused you and you think they've moved on, but they'll come back, they'll resubmerge in your life at some point, and they'll try to sweet talk you back into reestablishing a connection with them and opening up communication. And they only do this, their only reason for doing this is that they will have access again into your life so that they can abuse you again. They're just looking for an opening to get to you, to pick up where they left off. The last time they kicked you down, well, if you let them back in this time around, they're going to kick you 10 times harder than what they did before. Because in their minds, they believe that because you gave them another pass to re-enter your life, it means in their minds that you actually enjoy the abuse that they dish out. During this time, during the coronavirus pandemic, what is happening is that because these abusive types of people, and again, let me just reiterate, this abuser can be a mother, it can be your father, a family member, an old friend from high school, an old friend from college. It could be a baby mother, baby father, an ex-wife, ex-husband. When an abuser reaches out to you during a crisis, such as this one, and I've been through multiple crises, okay? But this coronavirus pandemic is this is a worldwide crisis. And what y'all need to understand is that these abusers out here, they love times like this because it gives them a reason to stalk, harass, and contact their old victims, the people they've already beat down, abused, and nearly destroyed. It gives them an opportunity to present themselves as someone that is caring, compassionate, and concerned about your safety and your well-being. And they're praying and hoping and banking on the fact that you will forget all of the damage that they have caused you in the past. They're hoping, wishing, praying that you have swept all of that underneath the rug, that you have caught amnesia to every vindictive, horrible, despicable thing they've done to you in the past. Because they're going to approach you during times like this. This coronavirus has everyone very vulnerable and helpless. We can't go to work. Everything's shut down. You have to stay home. We're all being forced into a corner of vulnerability, and it's almost like we're all childlike. We're helpless right now. And these abusers are going to capitalize off of that. So right now, there's a lot of stalking. There's a lot of lurking. There's a lot of, I wonder if I can slither my way back in. Now I have a good excuse to haunt my old prey. I'm going to pretend that I'm caring and I'm compassionate and empathetic because we have a coronavirus. So I'm going to contact the person I abused and pray that this person has a forgiving heart, and that the ideal that the world is falling apart due to this coronavirus and that we all have to pull together and work together will work to my advantage. So I want y'all to understand, in these times of crisis, these abusers are still working from a manipulative mind state. They're thinking, how can I manipulate this individual now that we all are vulnerable due to this coronavirus? Or if you're someone who is very stubborn and strong, someone who has caught on to the abuser, someone who has established very strict boundaries and will not tolerate the abuser on any level, the abuser is still going to try you. The abuser has been waiting a long time. See, you have to understand, they have to, when you reject them over and over again, they'll wait it out. They'll wait as long as they have to, because their pathological thinking tells them to never give up. It tells them that you are forever their property, and they feel entitled to keep coming back and trying different approaches to get you to weaken your defenses. They're not going to give up. This is a lifelong thing. What really needs to happen is you becoming resilient and very hyper vigilant to shutting them down every time they approach you. You need to learn and accept the fact that these people don't give up. These people are that desperate and insecure within themselves that they have to forever stalk and harass you. Now, they'll go long periods, they'll go years. They'll leave you alone for a long time, but trust me, during that time when they're leaving you alone and you think they're not watching, they're watching you. What they're doing is they're calculating their next approach. They're calculating when to approach you, how to approach you, if they need help, if they need assistance of someone else to approach you. They have to plot, plan, and strategize their next Hoover attempt to approach you, but they are going to approach you. So it's really not about them at that point. It's about how you handle the situation. So that's why it's imperative that you build your confidence, your strength, your relationship with God, because you need every ounce of it to fight this demonic entity. This demonic entity does not give up. So during a time where we're all fighting this coronavirus together, these abusers out here are plotting, okay, let me use this opportunity to slither back in. Now, maybe my old victim is feeling more compassionate and empathetic for just humanity in general, and I'm going to play off of that. Be careful, be cautious, because they're out here and they are preying on old victims, and they're using coronavirus to do it. God bless you guys. Stay safe.